All right, the point spread tonight is Notre Dame by 1.5. Let's say the game comes down to that kind of point spread. Paint the picture for the audience of you being the analyst tonight of how you think that would play out in the final seconds.
Well, it would be phenomenal. Sean McDonough. Something tells me we would have a voice crack and we would have a lot of energy and we would have one heck of a finish. As long as a punter doesn't drop it and allow Jalen Watts Jackson to return one to the house, that could elicit some stronger reaction. That would be 2 or 3 voice cracks potentially, but. Dan, I don't know about you. You've been a college football fan for a long time, and you've supported and helped promote our sport, and we're very grateful to you for that. But I think the college football playoff, while we haven't had the most compelling matchups from a competitive standpoint, it's been captivating television. And I think if we could just get one that would go the distance. You look at the game between Arizona State and Texas, a game that went to overtime, multiple overtimes. That game had 17.3 million viewers at noon or 1 o'clock Eastern time on New Year's Day. A window that had not performed well in the past gets an all-time high because of how compelling that game was. And it was between two programs, one blue blood and one that's kind of an upstart in Arizona State. That would be magnificent. But I think if Notre Dame and Penn State, 2 of the most storied programs, 2 of the top programs in the history of college football from a win standpoint, 2 in the top 7, if it comes down to the wire like that, it'd be pretty remarkable. And it's probably going to be a defensive slugfest. It's going to feel like a pitcher's duel. It's going to feel like, Verlander on the mound against Kershaw 10 years ago. And whoever can somehow find a CNI single's got a chance to win the game. It's going to be pretty remarkable.
Best player on the field tonight will be?
When Notre Dame's on offense, the best player on the field tonight could actually be 2 players on either side, depending on their health. Abdul Carter, in all likelihood, will play for Penn State, the defensive end, pass rusher. Kuiper's got him as the number 2 overall player behind Travis Hunter. Super dynamic player. But they move him around too. That's what's fun. I think he's not one of those guys that's just stationary end of the line of scrimmage player. Like, he can be over the center, he can be over the guard, he can blitz off the second level. Like, he's a very versatile piece. He can move around. He is at less than 100% because of a shoulder injury that he suffered against Boise State. Played just 17 snaps in that game. So we'll be monitoring his availability as a game time decision. Then on the other side is Jeremiah Love, who has a right knee injury, the running back for Notre Dame. He hasn't really been all that effective. He hurt his knee against USC in the final week of the regular season and has like 13 touches in the 2 playoff games since. The problem is that one of those 13 touches is a 98-yard touchdown run. So he's still got great top-end speed, but those are the 2 players that I think are probably the most captivating television for tonight's game.